my name is Nicole Gillis from the Washington College GIS Lab. I'm here to pitch an expansion of our laboratory into a couple different dimensions. The interesting thing about GIS, Geographic Information Systems, is that it interacts with every type of organization and industry. Most people associate GIS with the actual geography, but we have mapping elements from criminal mapping to environmental mapping. We create 3D virtual environments. GIS is one of those things that you just can't get away from it. There's a couple of things that we'd like to expand. We're doing projects with a couple of three-dimensional elements to them. First of all, we did a prison, so the SWAT team are doing a couple practice exercises, so that way in case anything does occur, they have the actual experience without having to send the troops on the ground. Same thing with the high school. We have one high school replication in case there is an active shooter that we know the inside and out of that building. It would be excellent to have that for every facility in Maryland. I mean, things like today, you really need to know more than just floor plans. You need to know what you're getting into. So the 3D side of it is one thing that we see so much expansion for. There's 3D also with archaeological digs. The Pluckerman Historical Project that we've been working on is actually a housing development now. But we created an environment, and we'd love for it to be a museum where people come in during their office hours and you can walk around this historical place and you can actually interact with the people there. You can go into the blacksmith shop and see what he's working on and ask him different things. So the Pluckerman project is something that really shows how you can take 3D virtual environments of places that exist now and places that used to exist. Another area we'd like to expand is training people in GIS. GIS is so helpful for people. And so we have K-12 curriculum, in which we've won national awards for, and we also have the professional development side of it. Professionals from zoning and planning, water. I mean, it's really hard to get away, like I said, from GIS. So all of these people, if they know a little bit more about GIS, they can work together. An example I love to use is a historical one, where a physician in England overlaid a map of where everyone was getting sick. And he noticed that they're all around certain wells. So he found out that these people were getting sick from the wells and not from each other. And that was just something where, you know, that physician would have never interacted with a public works person. But since they put the two together, he was able to come up with some interesting things. And that sort of sums up why we need more GIS out there.